Hi, this is Sharia, and this is just a quick short video showing how to use Picsart to cut an image into a shape and therefore use it in on your t-shirts and stuff. So we're going to open the Picsart app here. This is what the opening screen looks like. There's lots of options in Picsart, but I'm going to show you what hopefully is pretty quick. Hit the plus sign at the very bottom in the circle. We're going to go ahead and click edit, and we're going to select a background that's transparent. So click on your background here. You can also choose an image by taking one with your camera as a background or an existing image on your phone as a background, but we're just going to go with the plain transparent. At the top, you're going to also click on the checkered gray and white circle, which is at the very top, second in from the right. And there you have it on your screen. The very bottom is a slide menu. So if you take your finger or your stylus and scroll all the way to the left, you'll see add photo. And you'll click that and you'll use this to find a photo that you want to use. I've been using my ring finger for practice videos. We're going to use my ring finger again because I'm not a person who's good with change. So I click that and you can see it darkened up in the middle, and at the very bottom of the screen it's the same image and it has 1 of 10 selected, and you can exit out if that's not the image you want to use, or you could select multiple images to use at the same time. We are not. We're just going to use the one and click add one at the top. Oh, click add one at the top here. Okay, so we've added it to our screen. You can see 3 menu options or 3 manipulation options. At the top left is an X where you could remove this image from the screen. Next to that, the white circle with the curved arrow allows you to rotate your image. And at the very bottom, the one we're going to use, white circle with the double head arrow, allows you to resize the image, maintaining proportion. Click and hold that with your finger or your stylus and drag it out. I like it to be kind of big so that I can have a lot of image to work with. You can adjust the opacity if you like. It's not necessary. And in fact, I would think you'd want full opacity if you're using this image on a shirt. Once we do that, we're going to scroll our scroll menu at the bottom all the way to the left again, and we're going to click the triangular shape icon. This is actually a shape cropper. As you can see, it says that at the top. And I'm just going to use one of the more fun shape options, in my opinion, which is the scribble option. I'm going to use the same resizing tool to resize it a bit. That's a little large. I think I want it about like that. Move this down a bit. Maybe a little wider. Okay, that works for me. Oh. All right, that works for me. Now that we have that, the top right, that white arrow, once you click that, that'll take you to, excuse me, another screen where you'll adjust the opacity of the border, the color of the border, and whether, or excuse me, I said opacity, but the size and color of the border. We'll see that now. Okay, you can see how, as I mentioned at the bottom, there's a sliding color selection. Any of these will be the color of your border. You can see it changing as I'm clicking the various color options. I'm going to go with no color, simply sliding my border size down to 0. You can have it as large a border as you want. I'm going down to 0 for no border. This is a preview. I'm going to click save at the top, which will accept this image and place it once again on my background. Due to poor editing, you guys missed a little pop-up on my screen that said save to stickers. That means this image cutout was saved twice. It was saved to my stickers, which is an option that Picsart allows you to do, and then you can use that same image in basically any other project that you create within Picsart. Excuse me. What we're going to do now is just size this out to be large. I'm thinking that's pretty large enough. It's about the full size of this background, and that's good enough for me and for us. If you scroll through the scroll menu at the bottom, you can see other options and effects, things, cutouts, all kinds of things. Cutout is kind of like a image eraser, but I don't like it. There's a much better option on the market. So I'm going to click the check mark at the top and accept this image as it is. So this image is back on my transparent background, and at this point you really can just save your image, and that's what we will do. We will save it and import it into, excuse me, our 8.5 by 11 sized background for proportion purposes. But you could do other things in this particular area. There are all kinds of effects. Oh, and stickers is where, if you click on stickers, sticker at the bottom, you'll see the image that I just put there, which is this one here at the very top right, top left, excuse me. And you can make stickers out of everything. You can see here, there's a bunch of stickers. These are the things I've done over the years and months. So you can also cut out things. I showed you that. You can also add another photo. You can do various kinds of brushes, which are all these things that let you add to this like that. Not something I care to do. I'm just going to erase this out of there. But, you know, those are options that you have. X this whole thing out, and I'm back to square one. I'm going to click the white circle icon at the top and save this as an image. It will save it as a transparent image. These are your save options in front of you. It's already saved as a sticker. There's no need for me to touch that there. You can share it with your various sharing options that are on your phone, and you can just click save, which is what we're doing, and it's going to save as a picture on my device. Save to gallery came at the very top, so there's no need for me to click again save to gallery. But if you want to, this is also another option for sharing. You can share it using these options here, and more will take you to even more saving and sharing options as you see available. I'm just going to click done. When I click done, it brings me back to this edit profile screen. I don't know why, but I just back out of that and I'm back to the front screen. This time what I'm going to do, because, and this is for anyone who may be cutting by hand and not using a machine. If you click the plus sign and click draw and draw again, we'll create a new document that has the background size to that of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And the reason for that is that when you use your printable HTV or HTV transfer paper, I don't know the technical term for that, but it printed on a home printer and that sheet is 8.5 by 11. For my purposes, I like to keep my size references the same as what I'm actually using. So when I create a graphic that I'm going to be using through printable HTV, I do that on a background that's the same size as that paper. Again, white background selected in the middle. You could also draw on a photo. That option is available to you. You could also scroll up and use any of these background options that you like. I'm using this highlighted blue custom sized option here. A little bit about that. This background is sized to 1224 by 1584 because I have a Cricut cutting machine, and Cricut Design Space uses 144 pixels per inch as its ratio. So when I'm creating graphics and documents, or rather I should say graphics that I'm going to be using in and out of Cricut Design Space, I create them at a pixels per inch of 144 so that they can move seamlessly between Cricut Design Space and any other app I may be editing with without losing any size integrity. So I'm clicking the pink circle icon at the top to accept and move forward. This is what that drawing section of Picsart looks like. It allows you to draw using various brushes, adjusting sizes of all of them. We're not going to use any right now, but the option's there. You can erase what you've done with this third icon in. You can move the entire document around with this fourth icon in. The first icon sets color, excuse me for not sharing that. The text icon, I'll come back to that. You can enter shapes using the shapes icon, and you can add pictures, which is what we'll do, but you can also work in layers, which is the very last icon to the bottom right. If you click on that, the layers icon will open up. You can see we currently have two layers available to us. One is transparent. You can tell because it's got the gray and white checkers. And this is also the active layer. You can tell because it's the one that has gray all the way across the layer. The white background layer is the lower layer, and it is not active because it's got a darker gray on either edge. If we select it, you would see that the lighter gray went to the white background layer. Make sure you have the transparent layer selected because that's where we want our picture to go. Oh, what we actually want to do is make this entire item transparent. So we're going to turn off the visibility of that white layer by clicking on that little eyeball icon. Clicking the layers menu icon again will close out the flyaway box, and now we have a transparent background, which is what we want. I am used to working with a transparent background. Let me just note, if you're printing something out on white paper and you have a white background, obviously there's no issue with anything printing on your background. But I like transparency just because you never know when you'll need it, and I like to always have it. It's kind of like $20. So we're going to click the add picture icon. It's the second from the right, and where it says sticker, if you were to click that, you'd see the sticker options available that we looked at earlier in the other section of Picsart. See what I made there? You could easily just click that and pull it right on in and be done with it. I guess I'm old school and I like using photos, so I'm going to bring in my photo by clicking the photo option that you saw there. I'm going to click my photo that I made in the previous section, and I'm going to reduce the transparent edges here. Again, it doesn't matter, but I like maximum resizability for my images, and if my image is slimmer, then I'll have a little more flexibility in my resizing. Click the check mark at the top to accept this and move forward. So this is what our image looks like on our transparent background. You can see it's not huge. I like, as I said before, to work in full-size images. And since this will potentially go on a shirt, or will be going on the shirt, I am going to resize my picture to the entire size, or as close as I can get it to the size of this 8.5 by 11 background. I'm going to click and hold this bottom right node and pull it down. I'm going to click and hold the top left node and pull it up. And it's as far as I can take it in terms of resizing. And I feel pretty good about the size of this image. At this point, we are done. We're going to click the, we're going to click the white arrow at the top to get our save options. We're going to click save and share so that we can save the image as a PNG. However, do realize that you could click edit image and go back into that other section of Picsart, and you'd be able to add text just in straightaway typing. You'd be able to add other images on top of this, crop the entire thing as a new shape. You'd be able to just continuously edit this and change it and add things as you like. But this is simple, and this is what I'm doing. Save and share. And it's saved as a sticker already. Nothing for me to do there. Save. If I click that, it gives me these menu options. I'm going to click save picture on my device, and it's saved to gallery. You saw that green pop up at the top of the screen. At this point, I am done. So the video itself didn't end up being as quick and short as I wanted it to be, but believe me, once you get those little steps down, you incorporating that or using that to cut your own images will be a snap. It might take some time to get used to, but believe me, it will be a snap. That's that. Bye.